What's up, beautiful people? Again, we're bringing updates from the Fani Willis case. This has been a lot this past few days. People talking about it, people referring to her as corrupt, people exposing and showing what she might have been involved with that could seem as conflict of interest. Now, I'm going to assume all of this is speculative until she's found guilty of everything, regardless of what you think. I'm on YouTube, I'm on the media, I'm not going to shoot thoughts into your mind. But this one is titled, "The Case is Unraveling for Fani Willis." I think it's going to be interesting because a lot of more intelligent people are going to be sharing their thoughts, or at least I think they are intelligent. They might not be for some other person, but I urge you to pay attention and listen.
All right, it's happening right today in Georgia. Get ready. Testimony in Donald Trump's election interference case could see Fani Willis disqualified over her relationship with the prosecutor she hired as the judge orders his former divorce attorney, Terrence Bradley, to take the stand. The judge expected to take issue with Nathan Wade's cell records showing thousands of interactions with Willis in 2021. Not only the phone, you see the voice text, you see the texts. Fox News contributor, George Washington University law professor, Jonathan Turley joins us now.
Pay attention.
Jonathan, the law partner went behind closed doors for an hour and 20 minutes. When the judge emerged, he said, "We're going to have to see this front and center." What do you think he was looking for, and what do you think he found?
Well, the judge has been very cautious about privilege. This is a very odd profile for a witness. He was the former partner and also the former lawyer for Nathan Wade in a divorce proceeding. And the judge wanted to make sure that he could speak to questions as an individual witness and not as counsel to trip those wires. He apparently is satisfied that he can. Now, the Willis team kept on preventing questions from the opposing counsel, who is trying to show that it was, in fact, this attorney that supported their original motion, that this relationship began long before Nathan Wade was hired. Now, whether we're going to finally see those questions answered is something we'll be watching closely today. But the case seems to be unraveling for Willis and Wade. In their testimony, there was a great deal of contradiction, particularly for Mr. Wade. Some of his earlier sworn statements appear to be irreconcilable with the facts that he later testified to. That's a nice way of saying that people believe he may have lied under the earlier sworn statements. That's pretty serious because these two are prosecuting people for making false statements and filing false papers with courts.
And we can go so many different directions, but
When the tables turn, that's how it feels now.
So Bradley's his partner,
now
and
the colors are revealed.
If he comes out and tells the truth that this relationship started earlier, that will corroborate what the former friend said when the relationship started, which shows she put her boyfriend in charge of a case, and they may or not use cash that she used to keep in her house because of what her dad told her, or not, and it shows that this former person who did wills and car accidents was in charge of prosecuting the former president of the United States. So I don't know, if I'm the president, former president, maybe I want these two, let's say, unskilled lawyers prosecuting me. Maybe the next people to come in might be competent.
Well, the problem, Brian, is that the original allegations are really fading away because more serious problems are now mounting. If they committed perjury, if they filed false statements in court, they could face personal charges. They could be referred to the bar. I mean, the stakes are very high here. They thus far have not been able to answer some of those questions.
Some totally different, but I want to get you to weigh in on this. This former editor at the New York Times, now with the Atlantic, wrote this about...
So all of this unfolded because, they went in on Trump. Because it seems like it's backfiring from them going against Trump or, going in on Trump the way they did. That's why I always say put your house in order before you get into politics or get into positions like this. I watched the testimony and it was weird. I even brought a video of some guy decoding the testimony, the gestures, and where she might be lying or where she might be saying the truth. I don't think there was any place that pointed that it was truthful. The guy shared some places that may or may not be dishonest. So this is not going well for Fani Willis, especially. I can just say these are just my thoughts, no facts, just speculating, but I don't think it is.
Wrote this about what he was doing at the New York Times. He feels bad about it. He says, our goal was supposed to be a journalistic rather than activist. This I learned in my 2 years at the Times is not the goal that everyone shared. Take the Hunter Biden laptop story. Was it truly unsubstantiated on paper? Many kept saying, many of my colleagues were clearly worried that lending credence to the laptop story could hurt the electoral prospects of Joe Biden and the Democrats. So you talk about media being in the pocket, we assume it. Now we're getting confirmation on it. And the story is really long in the Atlantic on things that were compromised. But then New York Times was an advocate for Joe Biden, clearly.
Well, this is just the latest such article. We've had previous editors talk about the bias at the New York Times and how it has become an effective state media outlet for the Biden administration. The problem is that this is coming out of J School. All these journalism schools are teaching reporters that objectivity is no longer the foundation of journalism, that advocacy is. And you see that come out in his descriptions in these sort of communal meetings, where he's even attacked because he said he liked Chick-fil-A sandwiches, and that resulted in just gasps in this thing. That's the sort of ridiculous point we have come to. But the media is sawing on the branch upon which it is sitting by replicating this orthodoxy and bias in the media.
Go get him, Jonathan Turley. We'll look forward to getting your analysis post-game show today in the afternoon on the Georgia case. Thank you.
I'll bring the updates too. I can't wait. Anyways, let me know what you think of that. Somebody mentioned in the comment section that we're making things out of things that are not really there. Let me know if you think so. Maybe our conversation right now or whatever they said in that video is just us trying to, feel a place where there's no fire. I don't know how they use the term. I've forgotten. But I really think there's something there. Like, personally, I think there's something there. I feel like from the interview, there's some dishonesty, personal thoughts. I feel like there was some dishonesty, whether she's guilty or not, I don't know. But the way the questions were answered didn't seem like full information wanted to be revealed. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to go into that. I feel like I shouldn't be saying that right now. Let's see how it's going to go today, and then we'll talk. But you share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'll be excited to read your comments, and let's see how it's going to unfold. And the people calling her corrupt out, urge you guys to wait first. Don't judge her. Don't be the judge. Let the judges and the people involved do their jobs. Don't dent her name and her reputation already. Just be nice for now. And then when it unfolds, we can say what we say. So for now, let's reserve our comments. Because already, when I was searching on YouTube, Fani Willis, because I was trying to get updates, right? It's like corrupt DA Fani Willis, this, like every single thing. Somebody is mounted. It's like she's been mounting a lot. I'm not even going to call the name of the creator, but some of you might know the person. a lot of comments have been made about her already. I like that to be kept to the bare minimum for now until the judgment, and then we can say, oh, okay, now let's talk, right? Let me know what you think about that. If there's anything you want to add, correct, critique, feel free to do so. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.